As you can see, we're looking extra crusty today, as I like to say. So of course, that calls for an in-depth self-care routine. So let's do this together. Alright guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jazz. For those of you who don't know me, I make beauty and lifestyle content here on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Today, as you can see, we're looking a little rough around the edges. No worries. We're gonna do a little self-care routine to sort of revive ourselves. I did just wake up, so if you're like, oh my god, why does she look like that? It's because I just woke up, so please, no judging. And as you can see, my room does look a little different. My background looks a little bit different now than my usual videos. That is because I moved my vanity around. I don't know if anyone else likes to do this, but I love to move my furniture around. Like literally whenever I'm bored, I'm like, what can I move around today? I moved my vanity in front of the window, which I think just makes more sense now. So this is my new little background. All right guys, let's get started. I do kind of have fall vibes going on. It's literally raining outside, and I do have a little pumpkin, I don't even know what you would call this, pumpkin brown sugar espresso coffee that I made. And then we also have a little fall candle under this candle warmer. I love using a little candle warmer because I feel like it's just safer for our lungs and my cat's lungs to not have it literally lit on fire. Every now and then I'll light a candle, but only for like a few minutes. But usually candle warmers are my go-to. All right guys, and I do have a little surprise. I feel like, could I have made a video about this? Yes, but if you've been following me on Instagram or TikTok, then you already know that I cut my hair. I actually cut my hair. I am now a, what would you call this? Mid-length? I don't think you would call this short. I don't know. I would call this short because I've never had my hair this short, but I know a lot of people would be like,
not short, that is a mid-length hair.
So okay, I am now officially a mid-length girl. I literally have been wanting to cut my hair for ages now. I have been wanting to grow it out as well. Yes, I have not lied to you guys. When I've been growing out my hair, it's because I wanted my hair to be long. And then I got there and I was like, I don't think I like it anymore. We're gonna start off by oiling our roots and our scalp. I literally had a dream that I cut my hair and I was like, I love it. I love it. So I booked the appointment that very same day and I went and I got my hair cut. The shorter hair, if you are hesitating about cutting your hair, trust me, just do it. Just do it. What's stopping you? Hair grows back. I was so afraid of cutting my hair because I felt like maybe I wouldn't feel as like feminine, or I wouldn't feel as pretty with shorter hair. I was like, maybe my longer hair is what makes me feel pretty. And if I cut it off, then I won't feel as pretty. Which in retrospect, now I'm like, is ridiculous, girl. What are you talking about? Beauty is definitely something that comes from within. It comes from your confidence, and also being feminine has nothing to do with how long your hair is. But of course, you know, everybody gets stuck in those patterns, so I just didn't want to cut my hair and I was too scared. Now I did it and I was like, why have I been so scared this whole time? I'm gonna use this to massage it very lightly into my scalp. It also just feels so good. It feels so good. I also feel like shorter hair is just like chic and like, I don't know, like clean and chic. Not to say that anyone with long hair looks dirty or anything. Like long hair is obviously very beautiful, but I just feel like it just was not my vibe. You know what I mean? Like the vibe that I'm trying to portray here. I don't even know if that makes sense, but like some of my outfits look better with shorter hair. I feel like I look more put together no matter like how simple I'm dressed or how simple my makeup is. Like the shorter hair just kind of like ties everything in together. And my longer hair was honestly just getting so hard to manage, so I gave up on it. I did cut it off. I will continue to make hair content. Obviously it won't be the same because my hair is just not as long anymore, but I still have fine low porosity hair, you guys, so we will still push through with the hair content. All right, we are moving on to some skin stuff. I'm gonna start off by cleansing my skin. Make sure you're doing that and also washing your hands, because you don't want to be touching your face with dirty hands. You don't want your skin to be full of bacteria that you just spread around to your tools and everywhere else, and then you break out. So make sure you wash your face and your hands. All right, skin is nice and clean. Let's get started on the fun stuff. All right, first thing we're gonna do is take care of the facial hair around the face area. So I have a lot of peach fuzz, you guys. As I've mentioned before, I am Latina. I do have those Latina hair care genes, not hair care genes, hair genes, which means that my face just grows hair out of everywhere, literally everywhere, which is not really a problem, but we are gonna take care of it. I'm gonna use some rose hip oil, and I'm gonna use this as kind of like a slip and a buffer. We're grabbing a new and clean razor. I love these they're called Tinkle eyebrow razors. I've been using these for literally years. They're my favorite ones. You want to stretch the skin back a little bit. Look at that. Oh, that peach fuzz. My makeup just always applies so much better when I don't have all this peach fuzz on my skin. I don't do this all over my skin. I literally only do this to the areas that are just like heavily populated with hair. And it's so little, like you can barely see it, but I promise you it makes all the difference when I'm doing my makeup. And even when I apply my skincare, I just feel like it applies way better. But obviously this is not necessary. Don't let anyone tell you that you should do this or that you have to do it, because I promise you, you don't. No one can tell except you. We're gonna move on to the eyebrows. I'm putting this to the side, but I will come back to it in a second. I use tweezers for my eyebrows. I cannot use anything else because my eyebrows just get so naturally very irritated. I'm gonna use an eyebrow gel to shape the eyebrows because it gives me a better idea of what I'm working with and what I want my eyebrows to look like. If I just work with this right now, I feel like this isn't how I usually style my eyebrows, so it doesn't make that much sense, if that makes sense. And like I've always said, yeah, my eyebrows are not 100% even, but they're not twins, they're sisters, or they're not sisters, they're cousins, however you say the same, whatever. Anyways, let's go ahead and clean up the eyebrows. Oh my gosh, doing my eyebrows always makes me like tear up. I don't know why. Is that normal? Is that normal? All right, we're gonna use our little scissors and we're just gonna trim some of these hairs because they are a little bit too long for my liking. All right, we are gonna go back to the razor and we're gonna use a little bit of oil here, again, as a buffer. And I'm gonna clean up the peach fuzz surrounding my eyebrow now. I get so much peach fuzz around my eyebrow, it's crazy. Like my eyebrows literally connect to my hairline. That's not even an exaggeration. Okay, I'm done with the eyebrows. Again, I can never get them to match perfectly. I'm gonna show y'all what I do. This is so funny, but kind of embarrassing. I don't even know if I should show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Every time I do my eyebrows, I take a picture with the back camera just so like I can see how much they're matching or mismatching, because the front camera obviously like flips the picture. And to me, it looks normal. To me, it looks fine. But then somebody will be like, they don't match. So I use the back camera. Oh my gosh. No, I just exposed myself. I have like 1,000 of these pictures because every time I do my eyebrows, I'm like, you have to be straight faced to see if they actually match. I don't know, guys, they match to me. All right, last thing we're gonna do is the stash. And again, use some oil and a razor. All right, facial hair is all done. Everything is completely bare, which personally, guys, I like it that way. What can I say? I do like it that way. There's nothing wrong with facial hair. It is completely normal. You don't have to shave it off if you don't want to. Heck, I go literally weeks, sometimes I go months without touching my peach fuzz at all. But when I do, I always feel just so like brand new again, you know what I mean? This is TMI, but actually there is no such thing as TMI on this channel. But sometimes I'll have like a little nose hair that just loves to grow an inch too long. And I hate when I see people's face. I feel like this is more common in men, but I hate when their nose hairs are sticking out. I'm like, can you please trim that, please? So sometimes I just like to go in with these little scissors and Just make sure that bad boy is not sneaking out, okay? It's trying to sneak out of here. Here we go. It's literally so easy. It takes 2 seconds, guys. Come on. Let's trim the nose hairs. So one thing I do like to do before I start putting stuff away is make sure to clean everything with the little alcohol prep pad. So I grab the little scissors I just used and I give them a little clean. The razor is especially important, especially if you want to reuse this to trim or shape your hair again. You don't want it to be packed with all this bacteria from the last time you used it and then you just spread it all over your face. Now, peach fuzz does serve as a protective sort of layer on your skin. So if you are shaving it off with a bacteria infested razor, I promise you, you will break out. So just make sure you are cleaning it before you reuse it. And I do this with all of my tools. I'm also about to use this one, my favorite one, the skin spatula. So I give this one a nice quick clean as well. Guys, it is time for my favorite part, which is the face mask portion of this video. We're gonna be using this face mask by Caudalie today. I love this face mask. I don't even want to keep talking about it because every time I show it, I'm like, guys, this face mask is good for this, it's good for this. Trust me, it's good. And we are gonna be using it alongside my facial steamer. So this little device is so easy to use. You can get one on Amazon. You fill up this little thing with water and it dispenses it out of here, but in the form of steam, which is really good for loosening up all this gunk in my pores. I have been eating a lot of sugar. Stop. So I've been getting a lot more little breakouts, little whiteheads, little blackheads. So this facial steamer just really like loosens all of that up. So then I can go in with my skin spatula and just scrape, literally take out, extract all of that gunk and stuff. I hate saying gunk because it's like there's gunk in my face, but there's gunk. And this thing is spilling water, so that's great. We're gonna use a facial steamer first for like 5 minutes. Once I feel like my skin has been steamed enough, then we're gonna go in with the face mask, and then we're gonna keep the facial steamer running for another 5 minutes while we have the face mask on. Trust me guys, it's a formula and it works. It works. Okay, so I can usually tell when it's been long enough because the facial steamer starts running out of water. So that is when we'll shut it off. All right, now that the facial steamer is put away, we're gonna wait like 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes, because the face mask right now is still super wet because of the facial steamer. So we're gonna wait a couple minutes for it to dry down a little bit. I never let it dry down all the way because my skin is so dry and sensitive. It cannot tolerate the mask drying down all the way. So we're gonna give it a couple minutes and then I'm gonna go wash it off. My skin literally glowing. I'm gonna use a little bit of lip balm. I'm using this one, Lawless Forget the Filler. I do love the Lawless lip glosses. I only just started using this, but I'm just using whatever's like on my vanity right now. We're gonna go in with my second favorite part, which is the skin spatula. I like to spritz a little bit of this on my skin before I get started. This will also help this spatula part glide really nicely because you don't want to be like stabbing your face. I literally just take it and I glide it on my skin. Not even applying that much pressure. Look at how much stuff already came out with just that one little swipe. So I don't even apply that much pressure and I just kind of let it do its thing, you know? Look at that. It's so satisfying. My skin is going to be red after this, but it's okay. It'll go away. All right, we are done. As you can see, my nose is usually what gets the most red because that is what holds the most blackheads and gunk. The rest of my skin is usually like pretty clean and clear. Not to show off, but it is. All right, you wanna see how much gunk came off? Look away if you get disgusted. If you don't wanna see this, look away. I can tell you when to look. Just look away now, okay? Ready? Okay. Ah! That was such an animated scream, but look at how much, okay, you can look now. That is how much literally came pretty much just from my nose. So I always like to do this at least like once a month to clean my nose out, and my skin just feels so much better. We're gonna move on to face mask number 2. I usually like to do 2 because the first one was kind of more on the drying side, a little bit more aggressive. So I like to use a second face mask that is just super nourishing for my skin, provides some moisture, some hydration, some soothing benefits. And this one is a Korean face mask from the brand I'm from. It's their honey mask, and it is my favorite thing ever. Literally have loved this since college. So that's like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. 2020. That was 5 years ago. Oh my gosh. I'm getting old. That was 5 years ago. Anyways, gonna apply this to my skin, and then I'm gonna use something else on top. I'll show you guys in just a second. All right, I have never used this before, but we're gonna give it a shot. This is from the brand called Experiment. They sent this to me. Honestly, it's been a while since they sent this to me. But you apply your favorite hydrating products or a face mask, and then you put this on your face. Enjoy life as an alien for 5 minutes to an hour. Okay, well, we'll see. So this is what it looks like, and it is reusable. That's like their whole shtick, is that like you can reuse this. Okay, so who's ready? Oh my gosh, why am I nervous? Okay, I'm just gonna apply this on my skin, and it has little hooks. Guys, I can't breathe. Okay. It has I panicked there, I'm sorry. It has little hooks to like put this on your ear. Oh, I actually love this because I hate wearing a sheet face mask that just slips and slides everywhere. Oh, wow. Okay, I like this. I mean, do I look a little funny? Maybe. I guess that is subjective. If you're laughing, then I guess yes. If you're not, then I guess I don't. But I do love how this feels on the skin. It feels like it's trapping in that face mask. All right, we're gonna leave this on for an hour. I have to go wash my makeup brushes like really badly. Like I haven't washed them in a disgusting amount of long time. I don't know if you're even listening to me talk anymore with this thing on my face. So I'm gonna go do some chores around the house for an hour, and then I will see you in the shower. I love when things rhyme. Hello, we are back. I have my hair up in the t-shirt I was wearing because sometimes t-shirts just make the best like hair towels. They're so soft on my hair and they don't make my hair frizzy or super rough. First step after the shower, we're gonna do some skincare. Now I did apply deodorant and a bit of moisturizer after the shower. I'm super dry. I need to apply moisturizer literally like not even a minute after the shower. Otherwise, I will crack. I'm not even joking, I will literally crack. My skin is so dry right now, but it also just feels so good because of all the care we did for it today. Having said that, we are gonna keep our post-shower skincare routine super simple. We don't need to go crazy on the products. We don't need to apply a million different serums or actives or retinol. Just something super soothing, super calming, and super simple. Y'all, how cute are these pajamas? I think I've already shown them in a separate video. I think it was a self-care video that I did with my husband a couple of months or weeks back. I love these pajamas. They're by Print Fresh. No, not sponsored. I'm just a fan, okay? So one thing I do recommend doing before you get started on your hair is going to rinse out your hands super quickly, especially if you just did body care or skincare, because now you have all those products piled up on your hands. Imagine touching your hair and now it's all over your hair. So I always go and rinse out my hands super quickly. We're gonna move on to hair care, which lately has been a dream now that my hair is a tad bit shorter. I say a tad bit shorter, guys, but I cut half of it off. I feel like that deserves a reward. All right, let's go ahead and blow dry our hair. I'm using my Life In blow dryer. I did a sponsor, an ad with them a couple of months ago, and I literally love this blow dryer. It's so much quicker than the Dyson one. It blow dries my hair literally so dry in like 5 minutes, which is crazy. All right, my hair is like 50% dry now. We're gonna switch to my Dyson because we are going to style it. And listen, I am still learning how to style my shorter hair. I feel like it was a little easier to just do whatever with longer hair. But now that I have shorter hair, yes, it is more low maintenance, but I'm still struggling to figure out like how to style it. So we will see what we come up with. Guys, I'm not joking. I'm literally sweating. I might have to take another shower. But it was worth it because we finally finished the hair. This was honestly my first time blow drying it and trying to style it by myself, like fully. And I'm pretty happy with it. I think the short hair is just so cute. I've been curling it for the past few days, but today I just wanted to do a little blowout and see how it looks. I'm still getting the hang of it, especially these front pieces. Like, what are these front pieces? These front pieces have a mind of their own, but I think it looks so cute when it's like tucked behind the ear like this. All right, like I said, I'm literally sweating, but it's fine. It was worth it. Let's finish up this self-care day and routine. We're gonna apply a little bit of this perfume. This is by Josie Maran, and this is in the scent Vanilla Vibes. I don't know what that white stuff on it is. I don't know what that is. I love this perfume. I think it smells so fresh and clean, but also sweet. We're also gonna apply a little bit of the Josie Maran body butter all over. When I got out of the shower, I just used like one of my favorite drugstore. It's not really a moisturizer so much as it is like a body serum, if that makes sense. I'll insert a picture, but I love using it after the shower. And then I go in with a heavier, creamier body butter like this one to kind of lock in all of that moisture and hydration. Trust me, it works. My legs are so soft and they smell so good too. I'm not gonna lie, I feel amazing. Every time I want to do a self-care routine and I get too lazy, I remember how I feel afterwards and I always feel so good. And I'm like,
yep. Okay, thank God I did that.
if you guys give me a little like, leave me a little comment. Guys, I have a running bet with my husband right now. I'm like trying to whisper so he doesn't hear me. I have a bet with my husband right now that if I hit 100K by the end of the year, he owes me $1,000. Please help your girl out. I want to go shopping for Christmas. So please help your girl out. Give me a little subscribe if you're watching this. It's literally so easy to subscribe. Don't let a man beat me. Would you do that to a girl? Huh? Like let my husband beat me in my own bed that I made? So please, if you're watching this, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave me a little comment. I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching.